That's Mo.
And that's Jenoa.
Today we're having the sex talk. We wanted to talk about bi folks. Biphobia. It seems like there is a thing. That's not the way to say it.
Yeah, people don't like bi people.
I didn't know how to say it in a nice way, but
Yeah.
straights don't like them, gays don't like them.
It's like a bad thing to be bisexual.
It's rough because you don't quite fit in anywhere. People have all these misconceptions
Right.
about what it is that you like or don't like and why they shouldn't date you. So we wanted to discuss that today at length.
Yeah, I think there should be a community for bisexual people. But I also, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, why a separate community?
Why can't we just accept each other?
Yeah.
Let's try that instead.
But I get why there's so much biphobia, typically from the gay community, because the gay community is a marginalized,
Already.
you know, like historically a marginalized community. And when somebody says they're bi, it kind of sounds like they are taking advantage of both.
Well, yeah, and you get heterosexual privilege when you want it.
Right.
It's not even about want. You're attracted to who you want.
Yeah.
Who you are attracted to. You can't control that. But if you are in a marginalized community and you never get to have heterosexual privilege, it could be a little like, well, how come you get that and I don't?
Right. Well, it's like, well, if you get that, then you might as well go over there with
Just go
your
over
nice
there with
little
those people.
heterosexual friends, as opposed to being accepted in the gay community. And I think that that's what most people that are bi do, because
it's easier.
when you look at the Kinsey scale of homosexuality and heterosexuality, homosexuality 100% and heterosexuality 100% are the extremes. So most people fall somewhere else along the way on the continuum.
Some of them are smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, and so most people who are probably bi, according to the Kinsey scale, are probably identifying as either 100% heterosexual or 100% homosexual.
True, because it's easier to identify and be categorized, and no one wants to be treated like a bi person either.
So all of those gay people who
are actually not really gay.
and all you straight people,
not really
come out wherever you are. Like, you know, that's my take on it.
Okay, so I just had a friend who we had this very serious discussion about the poo. I don't date bi women, and I said, why?
How do you know? Is my question.
You just ask. She asks, and
if they don't identify as bi, then
see, that's my point. Is you don't really know. She's like, because they will leave you for a man, and I was like, what? If they're bi, they're absolutely gonna leave you for a man. People leave each other for a million different reasons.
I feel like that.
I think it is biphobia to think, if I date a bi girl, she will leave me for a man. Maybe she's gonna leave you because you're an asshole. Maybe she's gonna leave you for some other reason, and she happened to meet someone that she liked who happened to be a guy, because frankly, she has that option.
Well, maybe she's gonna leave you anyway, and it doesn't really matter.
Because you're a bigot. Which is what my bi friend said when I told her this story.
She's gonna leave you. Does it matter if it's for a guy, a girl, dog, horse? I mean, really?
It does matter to certain people, though, because there is a certain kind of sting that certain people feel when they're like, I will never be a man. I could never give that to her. And somehow that people take that on. Women take that on. I can never be a man. I can never fulfill her need for dick. Well, you know what? There's all different kinds of people in the world, and having one partner for a long time, they're never going to be everything for you anyway, period. That's just not the way it works. You know, you give and take in all relationships, and maybe you have a certain kind of sexual relationship with one girlfriend and it's totally different with a different girlfriend, and gender doesn't have to be such a big deal if we don't make it one.
Right.
You know, it pushes our buttons, but take that on and say, you know what, it pushes my buttons. It's not, get real about it instead of blaming the bisexual.
Instead of blaming the bisexual, but at the end of the day, it is a marginalized feeling, and you want more of a community because, you know, let's face it.
Yeah.
It's like when you're at a party and you're like, am I going to be the only gay? You know, because you feel isolated.
Right.
You know, so you want more people on your team.
Yeah.
So it's definitely understandable. But at the same token, if you're not going to date someone solely because they identify as bi, you know, you're limiting your pool, which is fine. It's everybody,
it's your choice.
To each his own, and it's also important to remember that identification, how you identify, is your choice.
Right.
So someone who falls right smack in the middle of the Kinsey who, according to Kinsey, might be totally bisexual,
She might be
might
identifying
totally
gay.
identify as a lesbian and not date men at all, or
And
whatever she
You
chooses
just
to
don't know. You can't control life that much.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so my advice to anyone feeling biphobia creep up in their dating life is look for what you have in common instead of what is the difference. And you'll find a lot more ways to connect with people if you notice, like, oh, well, she's bi, but she's also really honest and friendly and a great kisser, and she would never lie. And, like, you know, what are the things that you do like about her, instead of discounting someone automatically because they are attracted to different things in different human beings? It sounds so silly, but
Right.
she's attracted to more masculine beings.
Just think about your feelings on gender equality. You wouldn't want women to get paid less than men. In much the same way, you don't want to treat bisexual people as, like, a leper.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
That can't decide.
Right.
You know, honestly, you can't choose who you're attracted to.
Yeah. We have a
I
one.
can't
We
choose who
do
I'm
one on
attracted to.
ageism. We're totally anti-ageism. We're anti-sexism. We're anti-biism.
Is that a word?
It is now.
We're pro-bi, anti-biphobia. So,
Boo.
when you meet people,
Phobia.
even if they're not exactly like you, look for what you have in common. Because you might make a really wonderful connection with someone that you might love for a long, long time. You don't know. Don't discount people because they have different attractions. It's exactly the same way as saying, oh, well, she's gay, I don't understand
And even
that.
if you have nothing in common with them, hey, you still might learn something from them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, treat your bi friends well. Stop making snarky jokes. Be kind to them. They have a rough go of it. And embrace them and all of the things that make them special. Because, you know.
Then you're going to have more friends on a bigger dating pool.
Yeah, and you might meet a really hot bi person that really works for you.
It stays with you forever.
You don't know. Okay, so bisexuality doesn't make you flaky. It doesn't make you a liar. It doesn't make you a cheater. Like,
And it doesn't make you promiscuous.
It doesn't. None of these things are attached to being bi.
Yeah,
and
it
that's
doesn't
where
make
the
you a
problem
sex
is.
whore or, like, you know, a
You could be.
nympho.
You could be all those things.
You
but
could
not
be
necessarily.
heterosexual or homosexual and be a nympho.
Yeah,
Just
so
saying.
this is the thing. We need to detach the label of what bi means. All it means is that you're attracted to all the spectrum of representation of male and female, right? I mean, you like boys and girls, so what? It doesn't make you a hussy, or it doesn't make you a liar, a cheater. It doesn't. None of that has anything to do with it, and that's where we need to start changing our thinking about what bi means.
So change your thinking now. Down. Bi-phobia.
Up with sex talk.